Welcome back to 2RS, Two Real Sports TV. I'm your guy, Ran Rosa. And what I'm doing today is I'm breaking down six players that the Cleveland Browns should be looking at. And hopefully they can land one of these six players to add to their team so that we can take that next step and hopefully make the playoffs and make the Super Bowl and have that parade and all that hoopla stuff that we really want to do. So let's get started, all right? First, I have Jeffery Simmons, defensive tackle out of Mississippi State. He's 6'3", 300 pounds, very disruptive, competitive, collapses the pocket, great against the run. He's got sideline to sideline speed, very relentless, athletic, everything that you want in your defensive lineman. The only thing that's bothering most scouts is the off-field issues that he has. You have to look into that, but we all know that John Dorsey doesn't shy away from players with off-field issues. He does his due diligence, so as long as that checks out, and you can add a Jeffery Simmons to that defensive line rotation, that would be a great add and a great find for John Dorsey and the Cleveland Browns. Next, we got DK Metcalf, wide receiver out of Ole Miss. He's 6'4", 230 pounds, runs the 4.4 with a 37-inch vertical. Most scouts describe him as a complete receiver. He runs every route. The route tree is no problem for him. He makes every catch look easy. He has strong hands. He's very physical, and he has no problem getting off that press. The only red flag here is that he was limited due to a neck injury last year. As long as the neck injury and the neck checks out, he can definitely be a home run hitter. You add him to that wide receiver room with Jarvis Landry, Antonio Callaway, and the rest of the guys, and then Njoku roam in the middle. That could be nightmares, I tell you, for opposing defensive coordinators and the AFC North. Next, we got Brian Burns out of Florida State. He's a defensive end, 5-star recruit, 6'5", 236 pounds, and I love the description. They say he's Gumby-like. He bends it very well. He drops his hips. He can get around that corner in a heartbeat. He's explosive and fast. Sideline to sideline speed. Again, he can chase down runners from the back. Ended up with 10 sacks, 25 tackles for loss, 3 forced fumbles. And here's a kicker for you guys. He blocked 3 kicks last year. So not only is he going to help on the defensive line, but he can definitely help boost the play on special teams as well. As we all know, we struggled on special teams last year. Next, we have Greedy Williams, cornerback out of LSU. He's 6'1", 184, runs a 4.4 40. He has great cover skills. He's a plug-and-play type of guy. His ball skills are off the charts. He's instinctive, and he's gritty. Very fast. He sets the edge, and played in a great conference. Let's be honest. So, adding Greedy Williams with Denzel Ward, your last year's cornerback, Pro Bowl cornerback, will just give you a phenomenal defensive backfield with Demarius Randall and Jabril Peppers. So Greedy Williams, if they can get Greedy Williams, that would be a home run hit. Listen, let's be honest, Denzel Ward had 2 concussions, so we have to keep an eye on that. So adding a cornerback, to me, is one of the priorities going into this draft. That being said, my next player, Deandre Baker, another cornerback out of Georgia, 5'11", 180. Not as fast. He's going to run like a 4.5. It reminds me a lot of Joe Hayden, though. Very physical, in-your-face type of guy. Can play both zone and man. Played in Georgia, so he played in a great conference, top-notch competition. Look for him to be very physical, in-your-face type of guy. Loves to tackle, loves to set the edge. Again, if you could add Deandre Baker to your backfield, to your defensive backfield, that's an A++ type of addition. That's my number 1 cornerback. A lot of people got greedy. I like Deandre Baker because of his physicality. Let's watch and see who goes first. And my last guy, out of my 6'6", none other less, Montez Sweat. Now, I was struggling with this one. He's stiff. That's what worries me. He's a defensive end. 6'6", 252 pounds out of Mississippi State. His first step, he's explosive. He uses his hands very well. He's an athletic freak, but he's stiff, and that's very scary. Now, he also doesn't have a big repertoire. He uses his bull rush all the time, and we all know that in the NFL, you're going to be facing bigger guys. So, the bull rush, he's going to have to add more to his repertoire, but I think he can be coached up, but unfortunately, coaching will not help his flexibility. So, but nonetheless, I can see him getting 10 sacks. And if you get him on the edge, you can bump Agba inside, and it's going to help your rotation on that side. So that's my 6-6. Remember, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Hit the bell.